Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. The Batman review is here. Before I jump into these juicy details, if you go on over, click subscribe, comment, like, I really appreciate it. Okay, so we've been waiting for, I think, a good solid 2 years for the Batman to finally come to theaters. And the early reviews from over in the UK, the United Kingdom, are finally here. So let's jump into these. I'm really excited about this because Batman is by far one of my favorite fictional characters. It always has been, even more than Superman. And I think it's because Batman is, just a regular person. I mean, he's like a multi-billionaire, trillionaire, but he's a regular person. So he's kind of bound to the same laws of physics and gravity and everything that normal men are. So I've always found that fascinating, and just the dynamic between him and Alfred and the other characters I think are really, really interesting. But the initial casting of Robert Pattinson was a pretty big shock because I just can't picture him being that character. I think that Michael Keaton, I think that Val Kilmer, I think that Christian Bale, Ben Affleck all did a phenomenal job playing that character in the live action movie adaptations. But for Robert Pattinson, I don't know, he just doesn't really seem like the character to me. But hey, I mean, it all depends on how the writing is and how it's shot. So we'll see how it really checks out. So I went over here to Screen Rant. The Batman first reactions released early, and they're very good. A UK Instagram post promoting Robert Pattinson in The Batman reveals praise-filled blurbs from certain publications ahead of Monday's embargo date. The first reviews for The Batman aren't due until next week, but a smattering of blurbs arrive early in a surprise drop. My guess is that these are not like accidental. It was all planned out ahead of time because Warner Brothers wants to get as many people into the theater to pay for this thing as possible, and so they want to jump in ahead of time. So they'll do like fake. It was a fake leak and a fake drop, but I guarantee it was all planned out. The Batman, which stars Robert Pattinson as the titular, that's kind of weird. It should have said as the Bat-tastic Caper Crusader, will be released in theaters the first weekend of this month, March 4th. The film, which is part of the greater DC extended universe, will be creating its own mini Batman universe, with Pattinson's iteration of the character existing in a different Gotham than Ben Affleck's version of the character from Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Affleck is also due to appear in the upcoming The Flash movie alongside Michael Keaton's Batman. There'll be like a multiverse in that. Pattinson's Batman will be much earlier in his tenure, delivering vigilante justice to Gotham. That could be kind of cool. After patrolling the streets for 2 years, he comes across notorious serial killer the Riddler, played by Paul Dano, really good actor, and must reluctantly team up with Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz, for an investigation that may just reveal dark secrets about his own family in the process. This particular Batman universe will continue on in the upcoming HBO Max series following The Penguin, who will be introduced in the film as played by Colin Farrell. And if you see the makeup and the fat suit that he wears, Colin Farrell, you can't even tell it's him. It's amazing. Director Matt Reeves is also in early talks to develop The Batman 2. The official review embargo of The Batman will be lifted on Monday, but here are just some of like the snippets of it. From MTV Movies, Matt Reeves delivers a nail-biting and fun Batman coming-of-age story. Unilad says absolutely euphoric. Total Film says sensational. Empire says gripping. Shortlist says one hell of a movie. Insider says Robert Pattinson will be your new favorite Batman. I don't know. We will see. What do you think? Do you think that this is going to be sensational, fantastic, or do you think that it's going to leave us hungry for more of kind of like the Tim Burton-esque Michael Keaton type of Batman? Or maybe now what people really want is the Ben Affleck, the Batfleck type of Batman. Somebody who is still kind of grounded, like in the fun comic book world, but really has like a real strong physicality, which is kind of what Ben Affleck brought to that character. Let me know. I'm definitely going to go see it, I think. I'm not a big Jeffrey Wright fan. His acting is good, but he's just kind of a maniac. You should go on his Twitter. He's pretty crazy, and not in an interesting way, like in a bad way. So I'll probably end up going seeing it this coming weekend. But let me know. Are you going to go see this thing? Are you excited for it? Comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, original content, click subscribe. Later.